Welcome to Upadhyay IIT JEE classes. Let me introduce myself. I am Kamal Balani, Professor of Physics here. And again in continuation with last video, let us start with question number 73rd here. This question number 73rd, question number 74th it was completed. Question number 74 and 75 completed. Now question number 76 here. So basically it is based on electric dipole. And electric dipole moment it is given here P. So P it is given electric dipole moment. Electric field it is given EI. It is along x direction and electric dipole making angle theta with x axis. And the direction of torque is tau k. So basically if tau, as we know that tau equals to P cross E. So tau it is in direction of k, that means this P and E must be in xy direction somewhere. So this is k direction here, z direction here, unit vector is k, and here it is x direction, this is y direction. So P it is making angle theta. Like this we can take here P, and which is making angle theta with x axis. So P vector it is nothing but P cos theta I plus P sin theta j, and tau is nothing but P cross E. So if we put here P and E, P cos theta I plus P sin theta j cross E I. So if we make it cross here, I cross I become 0 and j cross I become I sin theta E, j cross I become minus k. So and tau it is given here tau k. Tau k. So if we compare this two equations, two sides, left and right side, so we can get P sin theta E equal to tau. So this is first equation. And again another electrostatic field it is given whose magnitude is root 3 E1J. So here E2 equals to root 3 and E1 modulus is E and J. So again tau it is given tau 2 equals to minus tau 1. So tau 2 equals to minus tau k, and again P cos theta I plus P sin theta j cross root 3 EJ. So again if we cross multiply here and compare with this, so we can get I cross j is k. So P cos theta root 3 E, I cross j is k, and this k. So we compare, so it become minus tau. J cross j becomes 0. So this is second equation. And first equation and second equation, if we compare, so we can get here sin theta equals to root 3 sin theta equals to root 3 cos theta. So tan theta this way become root 3 and theta equals to 60 degree. So this way we can get answer of this question. Next we will move to question number 77. So here question 77, it is based on torque again, but from mechanic side. And in this question, one rod it is there, which is resting against vertical wall and making angle theta with vertical. So we have to find, when it is making angle theta with vertical, we have to find angular acceleration. So for angular acceleration, first of all, we have to draw all the forces, mg here, and this is ny, and this is nx. So these are the possible forces. And we have to find angular acceleration about this point of resting. Let's take here O. So it is better to take torque about O. So tau O. And tau of all the forces we have to take. Since these two forces are passing through O, so torque it will become 0. Only the torque will be left for mg. So torque about O mg, and as we know that torque for whatever the point we have to find torque will drop radius vector from that point to force. So radius vector rotate toward force this way. So torque it become, and this mg it will be from L by 2. So this is theta here, and this become L by 2 sine theta. So torque of mg equals to mg into L by 2 sine theta, and tau is nothing but I alpha. And I for this rod passing through one point, one end, that is ml square by 3 alpha. So this way we can get 3g sine theta by 2l. So alpha we can get this way, angular acceleration. Now we can move to question number 78. In 78 they are asking about bulk modulus. Basically it is based on thermodynamics again. And thermodynamics bulk modulus, in fluid also bulk modulus, here K equal to P delta V upon V. And since it is negative also, so delta V in expansion, delta V equals to V gamma delta theta, and gamma equals to 3 alpha. That is the relation between cubical expansion and linear expansion coefficients. V 3 alpha delta T delta V. So delta V upon V equals to 3 alpha delta T. So if we put here K equal to, because since we have to find modulus here, so negative sign we can neglect here because of modulus. So it will become P delta V upon V become 3 alpha delta theta. So this way we can get K equal to P upon 3 alpha delta theta. Next we move to question number 79, and that is also informative question, and it is based on geometrical optics. So from the basis of information we can say the question, the answer number 4 is correct. Similarly question number 80. This 80 is also basically based on X-ray, but little bit mathematics is involved in this question, and they are asking about the lambda minimum for X-ray. As we know that for X-ray lambda minimum equals to Hc by EV, and here we have to draw graph between log of lambda minimum and log of V. So it is better to take here log both side. So this will become log delta lambda minimum log Hc minus log EV. E is not exponential but electrons. So if we take here this left hand side, so this equation become lambda minimum plus log EV, and this quantity is constant. So this is nothing but constant, and this is the form of, if we divide constant in this equation, so this become intercepted form, and intercepted form among all this is nothing but fourth only. So fourth one is correct here. Next we move to question number 81. This question number 81 is basically based on, they are asking about a number of molecule in the room before and after heating. So again this is based on thermodynamics, and here we can make use of formula again NF minus NI. Since this question number is 81, we are using formula PV equals to nRT. So N equals to PV upon RT. So NF minus NI they are asking. So here we can take PV upon R 1 upon T1 minus 1 upon T2. This way we can take all these notations, and if we put all this given data, because basically this question is based on data only and this simple equation. So if we put this 70 degree and 27 degree, and pressure it is keeping constant both the time, and volume is also keeping constant, and R in MK system it is 8.3. So if we put all the value, then we can get here number of moles, and this number of moles we have to multiply, because they are asking about molecules. So this number of moles we have to multiply with Avogadro number, that is 6.023 into 10 to the power 23. So if we multiply with this number, we will get minus 2.5 into 10 to the power 25. Let's move to question number 82. So 82 is again basically based on graph, because little bit again mathematics is involved in this question. This question number 82. Basically they are asking about the magnitude of change in flux through the coil. So flux means based on here, if there is a change in flux, then EMF it will produce, and if EMF it is producing and the loop is closed, then current it will produce. And here it is little bit mathematics involved, current and time graph it is given. So current and time graph, this it is given 10 ampere and time is 0.5 second. So again on the basis of intercepted form according to mathematics, we can write equation between I and T. So I upon 10 ampere and T upon plus T upon 0.5 equal to 1. So this is the equation of I and T. So I is nothing but here minus T upon 0.5 into 10 plus 10. So this become here 20T minus plus 10. This is I. And as we know that EMF equals to minus d phi by dt. And E equals to I into R. And I, since it is a variable, so minus 20T plus 10 into R. So R it is given here, R it is given 100 ohm. So we can put here 100 ohm. And it is T, and we have to find flux. Change in flux we have to find here. So since it is a differential equation, flux change we can get by integration only. So minus 20T plus 10 into 100 dt, and integration 0 to t, and here phi 1 to phi 2. So if we integrate, then change in flux definitely we can get here phi 1 minus phi 2, because it will be phi 2 minus phi 1, so due to minus it will become phi 1 minus phi 2, and if we integrate this we can get 250 Weber this way. Thank you for watching this video. All the best for JEE Main advanced students. Thank you.